you go. Right away, you start tapping right there on the sternum where the skin meets the bone. When you feel anxious, when you're feeling rage, when you're feeling anger, you can just start tapping right away. Many trauma survivors have discovered that tapping helps them to recenter. It takes a minute to kick in. Just be patient, keep doing it. It takes a minute. The anger that you're feeling in your body or the very intense anxiety, psychologists call that hyperarousal. Hyperarousal is just you in a more anxious, more angered state than what you would normally have to deal with, what any human normally has to deal with. But the emotion, the feeling inside, like you just want to knock somebody's head off or punch a wall, or like you need to release something within, is being caused by a chemical imbalance because your chemicals just got flooded. And all those chemicals just flooded your system. So what we're doing is we're using tapping and breathing. I want you to breathe in for 4 seconds and breathe out for 4. In for 4, out for 4. You keep doing that. You're going to notice your physiology is going to change. And in time, you're actually going to even get so peaceful, you're going to start yawning. Okay? We can move the tap over to the clavicle. We go right over the bone. Not too hard, just enough so you can feel it. Reality of the situation is, this is what you control. You control the self, and you have self-control. You control the self, and you have self-control. Nobody can control your actions. Only you control your actions. That's why you're going to sit completely still, and you're not going to respond. You're not going to react. You're going to hold yourself in stillness. It's very important that you control the self, because this is what you control. And there's a lot there. Your physical body is very powerful. The energy inside you is very powerful. Your mind is very powerful. You have to recognize your power. You could cause a lot of damage if you are guided by your emotions. So you can't be guided by your emotions. You have to be guided by the wise mind. You tap your chin. I try to go right on the other side of the meat so I can hit that chin bone. And if you focus on where it's tapping, you can feel a release in the nerve endings on these pressure points. Whatever you're feeling right now, the biggest thing to remember is it's temporary. This too shall pass. Tonight you will be sleeping in your bed, calm and peaceful. You will be sleeping in your bed tonight. We're getting the chemicals reset. We're going to get the whole body, the whole energy back down to where it's supposed to be. So then we can use our logical mind to make the smartest, wisest decisions on how we're going to handle this situation. The reason why you're so upset right now is because there's been a violation of your values. And when you're feeling anxiety comes from the fear that your values will be violated. In all cases, your body is trying to protect you. Your subconscious mind sends out the chemicals, adrenaline, cortisol, in mass amounts, so that if you do have to knock someone's head off, you can. The problem is, we're not in a life or death situation anymore. When we were children, we went through a lot of very boundary violating situations. And now that we're older, we can protect ourselves. Now we're responsible. At that time, our caregivers were responsible. Now we're responsible for the self. And so that's why we have to control the self. You want to hit right on the outside of the eye, not on the temple, right on the outside of the eye, right on the bone. You skip the temple and you move around the head. You're going to go to the back of the head. Keep your breathing very deep. Now you need no one. When you're a child, you relied on your caregivers. Now you need no one. You notice already your physiology changing. Now bring it up to the top of the head. What we're going to do is we're going to make a pattern. We're going to come down. And we're going to make this pattern going all the way around the head. You feel that release? Oh, yeah. All the way around and back. Go 2 fingers on top. Very good. If you want, you can do the other side. There's some things we can control. We can control ourselves, right? But we can't control what other people do. And other people will say things that are ignorant. Think about what happened today. A lot of people are responding to you out of ignorance. They can't read your heart. They don't know you. They think they can understand. They think they can read you. They have no idea. They don't know who you are because they can't read your heart. Right? So they speak out of ignorance. They make decisions that affect your life out of ignorance. You don't control that. You control you. You control you. You feel the difference in your body right now? You control you. So we're going to go out with a rhythm. And you're breathing 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. Slow the tapping. You did awesome. Very good. This was very good. It's adaptive to be able to bring yourself down. Very good. You can use this video, save it, share it, so that it's there for when you or when someone else is in hyperarousal, feeling really angry or very anxious. Slow the tapping. And they can just turn on this video and they can follow the procedure. Now you can engage the wise mind, the cerebral cortex. You can think very carefully about what decisions you will make and how you will respond very strategically to the situation that's angered you. Now that you're feeling better, you shouldn't just let it go. You may need to enforce a boundary, but now you're going to do it in a way that's constructive, legal, and adaptive.